Hi, this is Emma and I'm going to show you my technique for getting up into headstand. I recommend watching the video a few times before you practice alongside the video just to give you a good clear idea of what we're doing, the shapes that we're trying to make and the steps that we're going into, because you can't watch this video as you do it yourself. So watch it a few times and then do it along with me. With the headstand, we want to avoid compressing the neck and sinking into the pose. We want to be very active and strong. So we want to depress our shoulders, pull the arms in towards the midline whilst pressing our forearms into the floor. So you can either interlace the hands with one finger tucked, with one little finger tucked on the inside of the other. Just don't have one crossed underneath because that will hurt as you stack. Some people also like to have their fingers extended, so it's up to you. Try both ways. Okay, so let's get to it. We're going to come up onto our hands and knees. We'll start by coming down to the forearms. Have your elbows a little bit narrower than the shoulders so that your elbows are able to stack under the shoulders. If they're wider, then your chest can collapse. It's much harder to activate and engage into the upper back if they're too wide. So I'm interlacing my hands, pushing the forearms into the floor, pulling my shoulders down and pulling everything in towards the midline. Exhale, top of the head in front of the hands. Exhale to lift knees off the floor. Walk in. If your hamstrings are tight, you're probably going to need to bend your knees. Either way, whether your legs are straight or bent, you're trying to push your bottom up to the ceiling. Push the forearms down, pull your shoulders down, pull your arms in towards the midline. On an exhale, pull one thigh tight to your chest, squeeze your heel towards your bottom. So you're really tight here and continue to push your bottom up to the ceiling. Push the forearms, your foot might float off the floor, no jumping. That's just by using my breath and by pressing into the ground. Inhale, lower your foot. Exhale to change. Hold here, even if it feels like you're not able to float your foot off the floor. With time, you will. So you might be working there today. Take a break, or you then might bring both knees into the chest. And this tight little ball position is really useful for getting used to the balance. And once you are used to holding this pose for a good 5 breaths, you might inhale to take one leg up. And bring it back in. Inhale the second leg up. Maybe both. Coming down with control. Okay, so happy headstanding. Remember, take your time, nice deep long breaths. Don't rush into it, just take your time to get used to each of those stages. You should be able to breathe comfortably and feel that your neck is long and not being compressed under the weight of your body. Don't rush. If you start flinging your legs around, there's no control, there's no connection to your body or your breath. And I would argue that it totally detracts from the yoga experience if you're just throwing yourself around and jumping up with your head on the floor. That's a surefire way to hurt yourself. Okay, so take your time, breathe, practice. Thank you.